Hi guys, it's Lisa. I am here to do In Your Pocket Tuesday. And this is the inspiration piece that I just showed you. And of course, since it's December and I'm doing December daily, I thought it would be perfect to do a December daily spread. So I am doing day 5 and I'm using my Simple Stories Cozy Christmas collection, which in the description box, I will go ahead and put the links to my haul and the products that I'm using. This here is a We Are Memory Keepers page protector, and it is the one that has the 2 3x4s, the 4 2x2s, and the 2 4x6s. And I chose those because I used some of those last year and I really liked them. And also I have some other ones with just like 4x4s and some 4x6s, so I like to have a variety. This is the I can't talk, sorry. This is my second year only of doing December daily, so basically I don't know that much about it. I just kind of know what worked for me last year and decided to go ahead and stick with the things that worked for me last year. So I had prepared all of my photos just to save time for this video, and I cropped the corners and chose some of the embellishments and papers and stuff just so I kind of have a rough idea, just to keep it so it was not too long. And the like I said, I'm using Simple Stories Cozy Christmas, and I absolutely love this collection. And I chose that 4x6 card, but then I had another one and I wanted to kind of have the left and right hand side of the page be cohesive, so I went ahead and chose another card and just cut it in half. I think it might have been a 3x4 card, but I'm not positive. And I have so many pages from this collection that I got in the collection that I ordered off of eBay, that I wasn't worried about cutting a card in half because I have plenty of them for backup. So when I saw the inspiration, I thought of Buddy the elf, who is our elf at our house. And although my sons are grown up and gone, my husband and I decided last year, since I was doing December daily, to make it a little bit more exciting. And we went ahead and, I know, don't judge me, we purchased an elf. And I think we probably said it was like for a gift when we bought it at the cash register. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, so last year we hit him quite a bit for each other. I think we did the first week or two, maybe 2 weeks, and then we got bored and put him away. So Buddy kind of sat on the shelf. So this year we decided to bring him back, and if you can see in the upper right hand picture, although I have a little bit of his head cut off, I apologize, you'll see that Buddy was sitting on my tripod with my knitting needle, roasting a marshmallow over my Yankee candle. So, yeah, it was pretty funny. My husband decided to do something creative, which I thought was really creative. And if you have children and you go to Pinterest and you just type it in, you know, the elf there, you can get all kinds of cool ideas. Last year he came up with some really, really neat ideas. So that was a lot of fun. And yeah, even though, I mean, you don't have to have kids to hide the elf for each other, right? Come on, have some adventure. So here I am trying to work on that 4x6 card in the lower left hand corner, and I decided I wanted it to be kind of, I didn't want to put a photo there. I tend to take a lot of photos, so I don't have a problem filling up all of these spaces for the photos, and that's Vintage Photo Distress ink. I'm going to use that throughout the whole month just to keep my pages somewhat cohesive. And I was trying to do that also with my collection. And right now I decided to back that, or do a little bit of a, I guess you'd say back it, that little wood, oh gosh, I can't talk today. I think I'm brain dead. That little piece that says it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. And I decided to go ahead and distress the edges and then go ahead and do a little bit of distressing just to bring that brown color in. A lot of this collection has like deeper tones, like dark brown, burgundy. The greens are a little bit deeper, but then there's also a little bit of like a sagey type green, which I love. So I'm going to go ahead and distress all the edges of the cards here. And then, yeah, I'm just working on that card. I decided to do a little bit of kind of a cluster of embellishments on that card on the lower left. So I'm just kind of working on that right now. And while I do that, I will tell you, so we got the Christmas decorations and stuff out because I knew we were going to put up our tree on this day. And I'm not the type of person that does this December daily ahead. And oh, here I'm showing you, I did some sewing on here on both of those cards. So that little banner that I cut out and distressed, I sewed that on using a zigzag stitch. And then I also decided to do a little stitching down the edge of that 3x4 card just to add a little bit more texture and interest. And then I just took some old washi tape that I never use and covered the back where the seams are just so that the threads don't pull up. So that die cut piece is from, our chipboard is from my collection. And I also, I do this all the time. I don't know if you guys ever do this, but when you're cutting up pieces and you have like scraps of paper, you just look at them and go, oh, I could use that for something. It's not that I, hoard well, I do hoard, sorry. I do hoard. I decided just to make myself some photo corners to bring that. It's kind of like I don't know, I guess you call it like an eggshell color, which is also carried throughout this collection, which I really like. And I decided to bring that into that card on the edges. So I just made myself some photo corners, and to add a little bit more texture, I went ahead and used my tiny attacher. So as I'm putting that together, what I was saying was last year was the first year I didn't do any pages ahead like people are doing the, I forget what they call it, but they're kind of laying out all the pages and doing all the groundwork, which I think is a great idea, but for some reason I just can't do it that way. And I think the way I decided to do it this year was I decided to do whatever worked for me last year, and that was to just do it day by day. And since I don't have little ones at home, I mean, I have a job and obviously I have work long hours, but that's really the only thing that I do have like a responsibility to do at night, other than like make dinner with my husband, which sometimes, like tonight we had cereal, but don't tell anybody. Oh my gosh. So let's see. So anyways, I'm just kind of going like each day I go ahead, I print my photos, and I match up the photos with whatever cards or embellishments that I've chosen. That's just the best way that I've found to do it. So these wood numbers I got from Freckled Fawn. I don't belong to their kits, but I just decided to go on their website and order them. And I really like these. They're adorable and they're easy to glue on. I like the circle around the edge of the number. And I found this tissue sitting on my desk. I've had it folded over there for a while, and I said, I'm going to add a little bit of, I don't know, interest to the card up in the upper left, because the card was just kind of eggshell color with some stars on it. So I said, well, I'll just go ahead and take some tissue and tear it a little bit and then distress the edges of that and then glue the number 5 over it. So I like the way it came out. I thought it was a little bit interesting, different, or just something that I don't normally use tissue, so I thought it would be kind of fun. And what else did I want to tell you? Oh, so yeah, I've been watching all these people do all the pages for the December daily, and then I guess what they do is that they just get it all done ahead of time before December, maybe in November. And then in December, they just take a photo or two, however many photos they want, and they just tuck it in the pocket. And I'm like, well, that is the coolest thing ever, except I tried it, I can't do it. So I said, I'm just going to go ahead and do it day to day. It's some days, you know what? It does seem like a lot, but when I'm in here in my room, it's just so peaceful and relaxing at the end of the day after we get our chores and stuff done and dinner. I come in here, my husband's watching something on TV, and for an hour or so or half hour, however long it takes me to do a page, depending on if I really feel like getting into doing I don't know, like a lot of extras or not, or if I just want to keep it really simple, because you can do a page through December and do really, really simple. And I have I've only done, I think I'm on right now in real time, I think I'm on day 7. So I have a couple of really simple pages and some pages that I had a lot of fun and spent more time on. So it just depends on the day. And I think probably tonight I'll just do a simple one. I don't have a lot of photos. I just have a couple photos from today. And basically that's just what I go by. If I just have, a couple little photos, I try to keep it simple, and I try to use a page protector that doesn't hold a lot of photos. So here I'm just trying to figure out what I want. I'm fudging around with that little poinsettia. I don't know where to put it. I'm going back and forth. I'm probably being a little OCD about it. And then I think I decide on something totally different. But I love those, that sheet there of Brad's. They're just really cute. Love, love, love them. And this is one of the sticker sheets from the collection. I decided where we put up the tree that day, it would be kind of appropriate to have a little Christmas tree on that card. So when we took out the tree, and we took out Buddy the Elf and the ornaments and all that, we didn't actually end up decorating the tree on this day because it got late. But my dog Polly decided that she thought it was a special toy for her. So I was just standing there, talking to my husband. He's like getting the tree out of the bag and everything. And then all of a sudden I had Buddy in my left hand, and she was like ripping at his legs, and I'm like, oh gosh. So yeah, I think she thinks it's for her, and she would like shred Buddy to pieces if I let her. And she's a really gentle dog, but when it comes to her toys, the first thing she does is rip off the eyeballs, tear out the nose, and then it has no face. Like, it's like she has like 7 faceless toys now. It's embarrassing when company comes to the house. They look down and they see like all these like random stuffed animals, and then none of them have faces. I don't know why. I don't know how she figures out their face. But then she goes for like the stuffing and the normal stuff that dogs do, and then rip out the squeaker. But so I had to get a photo of her staring longingly at Buddy. Poor Polly sits through more photo sessions than any dog I know. But yeah, she wanted to eat him really bad. So Buddy is up high on a shelf right now, away from Polly, because yeah, I think that she'd love eating his face off. So here I decided that I'm going to go ahead and decorate this little Christmas tree. Excuse me. And I don't know if I go back to it. I may go back to it, or maybe not. No. Oh, I have this glitter glue, excuse me, that I got. It's like Martha Stewart. It had this big, huge collection, and there was probably 20 little containers of glitter glue, and I've never really used it. Oh, yeah, you can tell. Okay, so that red one, you probably can't see it in the in the video, but last year I got it out. I said, I'm just going to use the red and green, took it out, and then the dog chewed the top. So the glue kind of hardened, so I couldn't use the red one that I really wanted to. So my husband did some surgery on my glitter glue bottles last night, and he fixed them, so now the two aren't clogged. So yeah, I decided I'm going to go ahead and use my glitter glue for my December daily, because I don't use it, and it sits there, and it was, I mean, not that expensive, but I think it was probably like $30 for all that glue. And so I decided to use it for this project. It's perfect because there's all different colors. There's silver, gold, greens, I mean, every color you can imagine. So I decided to take this American Crafts glitter ribbon and trim it and make some, what do you call that? You put on the tree. Garland. Yeah, I decided to make my own garland. Actually, it was my husband's idea. He was in here and he's like, you know what you should do? You should make some garland for the tree. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. And then as soon as he left, I'm like, oh, that's a great idea. I did give him credit, though. I showed him afterwards. And he's like, use my idea. So yeah, I have to give credit to my husband because he decided to do that. So I wanted to add some kind of sparkle to the layout. Sometimes the pages, like this one's Christmassy because there's Buddy the Elf and there's red, there's a Christmas tree. But some of the pages, I mean, December, not every day of the month are you going to have something that looks Christmassy. So you can kind of jazz it up with like anything sparkly, glitter glue or glitter ribbon. Yeah, pretty much anything that you want. So I am going to make some little ornaments out of my glitter glue for my tree. So I ended up using the red, and then let's see what other color is that. I think it's silver. Silver? Maybe it's not silver. Oh, maybe it's white. Oh, that's green. Wow, that doesn't look like green. So that, and then, yeah, it was really cool because it makes these perfect little balls, and then you just have to wait for them to harden, wait for it to harden before you can put it into the page protector. But I was so excited that I actually found a job for that glitter glue because it's been in my drawer probably for, I don't know, 2 years or so. So, and then look, I made my own snow under the tree with the white glitter glue. I thought that was awesome. And you know what? It really looks like snow too. I was so excited. It's definitely the little things in life. So if you guys, if anybody's, wants to do a December daily, I mean, it's never too late to start, and you can do it however you want. You can do the Allie Edwards one where, and I don't know a lot about it. I haven't taken her class or anything like that, but I've read a little bit, and it's like, you take like one theme, and I could be wrong, but it's something like one idea, one thought for the day, like this is my day summed up in like with one picture. And I think it's really special and really meaningful. And I just decided that I love to take a ton of photos, and I got a new camera too, so that's been kind of fun, just figuring out the different settings and stuff. So yeah, this is just my way. And I mean, everyone, there's really no right or wrong. And I say that in every video with this because there really isn't. But I know a lot of people have asked me, like in on my channel, which I'll link below, my Nurse Lisa channel, they've been asking me things. And it's like, basically, I think that you can do whatever you want. You can use your old stash. You don't have to buy a new collection. You don't have to put a lot of money into it. There's just so many different things and ways you can do December daily. So here I'm just adding a little bit more of that glitter ribbon so I can add some more sparkle to that card, and right under those photo corners that I made and attached with the tiny attacher. And the little picture of Polly, look at her. She and I don't know why she does this every single year. We take we have a fake tree. Sorry guys, it's not real, but we do burn the Yankee candle that smells like a real tree. So you have that burning with the real tree. I mean, with the real smell of a tree, and then you have the fake tree, and you don't even need to clean up pine needles afterwards. It's amazing. So okay, so where was I? Sorry, I'm easily distracted, I guess. So basically, every year we pull the tree out of the bag and she climbs in it. I'm not sure, I don't know, she likes to lay in it, I guess, or maybe she thinks she's helping. So I put these enamel dots on here, and then I ended up taking them all off. So just ignore this part here because there really isn't a lot of black in my layout, so I ended up taking them off, as you can see there. And I'm going to add some twine here. And what else was there that I added on here? I think that might be about it. But it was a lot of fun. I love to take photos and just kind of build a story from the photos, and I love doing little teeny details on my cards. So this was a lot of fun. And I will, like I said, I'll leave below the collection that I got. There's like a haul I did. It shows all of my things that I used. And I'll put some photos in the end also too, so you guys can see the finished product up close. And I went ahead and I think I got out my Wink of Stella too. I believe I did. Let me see now when the video moves along a little bit more forward. I just love Wink of Stella. It just adds just such a nice little touch of sparkle to your card or your page or anything. Yes, there it is. Okay. I didn't know if I did it off camera. Not that it's really a big deal, but I'm just showing you that I use the clear one, and it just adds some nice sparkle. And I do the number, so that's what I'm doing pretty much every day over my wood numbers, is I'm just going to add a little bit of Wink of Stella just because it just adds a little shimmer, and I love it. I love Christmas. I love the shiny bright colors, and I'm adding a little bit to my little Christmas tree there. And then I'm going to add it to those poinsettias, which really, really brought out the flowers on those cards. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I know not everyone does December daily, but it's still interesting to watch the process, I think. And yeah, so come over to my channel if you guys want to see some more. I'm doing December daily over there, and I hope you guys are having a great day. Here's some photos, and I will talk to you guys really soon. Have a good day. Bye, YouTube.